Assalamu alaikum class 4. I am your SST teacher. Students, today is Monday and from today onwards we are going to start our week 10, and in this week we are going to read our unit Our Land and Its People, chapter number 5, Weather Facts. Please open your books from page number 18 and follow the lesson. As the name of the chapter is telling you, Weather Facts is the name of the chapter, and it is evident that in this chapter we are going to read about the weather. Weather means the atmosphere of a place. When we say atmosphere, it means if a day is a cloudy day or a sunny day, if it is raining or if it is not raining. So when we talk about the weather, we talk about these things. You know, weather of a place changes on daily basis. Weather does not remain same. Even in a single day, weather can be changed multiple times. For example, these days you would have observed that it is sunny in one moment and then clouds start accumulating and it starts raining in the next moment. That is how weather changes. There are certain things that help the weather to change. These things are called the factors of the weather, and these factors are temperature, precipitation, humidity, wind direction, wind speed, and air pressure. Now we are going to discuss these factors one by one. Please look at the very first factor, temperature. Temperature means if a thing is hot or cold. For example, if there is a cup of the tea and you touch it, you will feel that it is hot. That is what temperature means. Temperature means if something is hot or cold to feel. The temperature on the earth is controlled by the sun. Early in the morning and then later in the evening the temperature decreases, but when the sun is up, the day is usually a hot day. But if we talk about the areas that are near the sea, in those areas cool breeze comes from the sea and it helps to control the temperature. However, if you move away from the sea, if you move towards the areas that are away from the sea, the temperature would increase, because then the cool breeze wouldn't be there to control or to decrease the temperature. The next factor is atmospheric pressure. Atmospheric pressure means the pressure of air. You know, there is air everywhere around us. Even if we don't feel it, there is air everywhere. And that air is pushing each and everything around us. Even it is pressing onto our bodies. This is called the pressure or the atmospheric pressure. Atmospheric pressure changes when there is low atmospheric pressure, or when the air is exerting lower push onto the bodies or onto the object around. It means the atmospheric pressure is low, and because of the atmospheric pressures, air or the rain happens, the precipitation happen. High pressure system usually leads to fair and calm weather. When there is high air pressure, then there is like the minimal change into the weather. Then you wouldn't observe the changes into the weather. Now we are going to discuss about the precipitation. This one is the next factor. Precipitation means rain or rainfall, hail and snow that falls from the sky. If you look at the picture at the bottom of the page, here the form of the precipitation are given: rain, snow, hailstorm. These things, they are called precipitation. Now we are going to discuss the role of precipitation in water cycle. You know, rain is very important. Rain is the source of water for our earth. There is a cycle, it is called the water cycle. Now we are going to discuss this water cycle. Please look at this, the picture onto your page. Students, the main source of heat for our earth is sun. If you look at this picture, you will see here is the sun, You know what happens? The sun rays or the heat of the sun warms up the water. It warms up the water of the river, water of the ocean, or from any water bodies. Now, as a result of which, the water becomes or changes into vapors. Vapors mean gas. Water changes into gas. You can do this experiment at home. Take a glass of water, put it into the pot, and then put it onto the stove and then lit the stove. After some time you will see the steam coming out of the water. That steam is called the water vapors. So the heat of the sun converts the water into vapors. Here are the vapors. The evaporation is written there, which means formation of vapors. So these vapors, they go into the air, and then the air on the upper side of the atmosphere, it is cold air. So what happens? The water vapors, when they reach on that upper surface of the atmosphere, they again convert themselves into the tiny droplets of water, and they form clouds like this. And after some time, when clouds keep on accumulating into the atmosphere, they become very heavy with the water, as a result of which it rains down. Can you see this? This is how it rains on our earth, and this is how water comes back to the water bodies. When it will rain, the water will go to the rivers, it will go to the ocean, to the lakes, to the dams, and then it will fall onto the ground where the trees would absorb it, and that is how the life onto the earth goes on. It goes on because of the water cycle. This cycle is called the water cycle. Now it is raining. The next question is, how does it snow or how does it hail? The answer is, when these clouds, the clouds, they keep on traveling, they keep on floating. When these clouds, they reach onto some colder areas, the water droplets, when they fall down, because of the cold temperature, they freeze like this. They freeze before they hit the surface of the earth. They freeze before coming to the ground, and that is how it snows. And then the glaciers melt, the snow melt, and then water again reaches to the water body, and when the water will reach here again, it will be evaporated, and then it will make clouds and come back onto the earth in the form of rain. This cycle is called water cycle. Here it is written, this is called water cycle. Water cycle is very important. It keeps on providing us water, it keeps on recycling and refining the water for us. So today, students, we learned about the three factors of atmosphere. Those three factors were temperature, precipitation, and atmospheric pressure. Temperature means if something is hot or cold, and temperature on our earth changes because of sun. Atmospheric pressure means the pressure of the air, or how forcefully the air is pressing against or pushing things around. And when the pressure is low, it causes the changes in the weather. But when the pressure is high, the weather remains unchanged. And precipitation means rain and snowfall or hailstorm. And in the later part of the video, we discussed the water cycle, in which there is a thing that is controlling the water cycle. Do you think water cycle is possible without sun? The answer would be no. There would be no water cycle without sun. So the thing that is mainly controlling the water cycle is sun. Sun, the heat of the sun, it makes the water evaporate. That vapors in the atmosphere form the clouds, and then when clouds become heavy, it starts raining or snowing, and that is how water returns to the water bodies. Please read these 2 pages carefully. If you are having any confusion, please do ask me, but make sure there shouldn't be left any confusion or any question that is unanswered. Students, here is your written work for the day. As you can see, write a short note on the following: temperature, atmospheric pressure, and precipitation. You have to write a note on these three factors of atmosphere. You can take the help of your book, although I have explained these three factors in my lesson today. In case you are unable to write the answer, please do let me know so I can help you out. Thank you students. Take care.